Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to show you something that I've been working on. This is I guess I wouldn't call it prototype yet, but this is something that I've been working on for FTC, which is the first tech challenge. Now if you don't know what the first tech challenge is, it's basically where you create a robot that is able to do a bunch of cool things, and I'm just trying to pull up something real quick just to kind of show what I mean by this. This is like the website for First Check Challenge right here. This one's sponsored by Skystone, or I think that's the name of it actually. Presented by Qualcomm, that's the sponsor. As well as a few more sponsors. But anyways, there's a few videos and stuff like that. But anyways, I have a team, and I am the programmer for the team. If you know that wasn't obvious by some of the videos that I've made. Anyways, so what I've attempted to do, since some of the other teams at my school aren't able to program as well as me, I have developed a program here that will basically make it simpler to make autonomous. Because I've been programming for a while now. I think before I got into high school, I got into programming. So I have a bit more experience, so I've been able to do a bit more. So as you can see here, what you can do, you can set up some configurations of a robot. So first thing that you do, you set up a size. That's not about size. You set up a size, so you make it for some reason like that. You name some servos, for example, arm 1, arm 2, claw left, claw right. You can name it whatever you want as long as it's configured the same. And right now I don't have some of the options because other options will be added later, because this is a prototype right now, of just kind of to see if I'm able to do it. So I'll name this robot 2019. So center to wheel would be the center to the wheel to get the circumference to be able to rotate correctly. So I could set it to 10 inches, and then I can hit save. If I hit edit, everything will still be there. And then I can also go to field configuration, and I can create the field for this year, which, if you don't know what it is, it's basically kind of like this. You can set the specific positions here, and then you can do all that. You can set the color, so these would be gold. This is just really quick. These are actually interactable as well, so you can set all that. One of them will have a Vuforia image on it that's, I believe, called Sky Stone or something like that. You can attach a Vuforia image to it, and of course the 6 here will be in a random configuration, so I can add those to the random configuration here. So I have that, and then what I can do, you can also have tape lines, like there's a tape line there and stuff like that. So this is something that I really quick worked on, so we'll just call it that is not proper stuff. Skystone 2019. I can save it. I can go back and edit it. I can also delete it and add some more. In here, this is where you can have the files for programming autonomous and stuff like that. So I can add a folder, which for some reason broke. Keep in mind this is just experimental for right now. I'll have to iron out that bug. But you can see I can name the folder Mr. Folder, or whatever I want to call it. Put a description to it. This here is a folder. I can do that, and then I can open the folder, put a program in it called 2019 test. Say this is a quick demo Then you of course would select the robot in the field, and so if I go into here, it is selected. So if I click simple, you can see my robot is there and the field is there. Now right now that's all that I have working so far, but what I plan on doing is having this game plan section where I can select a few starting positions. For example, it's not going to start in the middle of the field. I think it did last year. I was a bit involved last year, but not too much. But anyways, the starting position would be like here or there, so you'd have a couple starting positions. You would uh, create a movement section. So say you want to start here, and there's like a big piece right here that you can move during autonomous. So you can tell it to go up there, grab it. Well, so that would be the grab build place movement section. So what you can do in the movements, you can tell it to drive, and you would be able to click on the top, the middle, or the bottom, and then click and drag or whatever I have set up. You can also strafe, so the sides or the center. Rotate would just be however many degrees. You can have custom blocks, so say you want to move some servos, and I don't kind of have that set up here, so you can create custom blocks, and it would be like servos. Maybe you want to use Vuforia for something, and I could have like another thing here. You can create an if statement with variables, and you can increment and decrement variables there. You can have the control which variables you're using and stuff like that there. Create a variable split, so say you go from one movement to either one, so say all the Skystone pieces were taken, then you would go out of the split, or you go say on the left side of the split and then collect a stone normally, or if there is a Skystone left, then it'll go for the Skystone. You can create a loop, so just loop that until you have it all done. And yeah, that's that. I think I'll have a block preview here, so then you can kind of like look through and kind of learn for yourself. Here would be the Java. You download the text file and then uh, import it into the phone, which I briefly tested out, and it seems that it would be viable. But yeah, that is basically what I have set up for this. Um, and more will be developed in the future. This is just kind of a preview of what's to happen. Um, and you know, it's kind of weird. I made a video last week, and it released at the same time. It's almost as if I'm like planning something or something like that. I don't know. Oh, how did that open? Anyway, that's all that I wanted to show today. So bye.